Static on the windowsill, cold glass holds the gray. Fading lines of coffee rings mark the end of a long day. Streetlight ghosts move through the fog in the silent street below, lost within the library dust where the quiet moments go. Haze is drifting through the room, distance in the decibels, falling into soft focus now, where the present finally dwells. Every rhythm of the rain is a story I have known. In the breathing of the blue, I am finally home alone. I am finally home alone. Midnight transit hums along in the shadow of the hill, pages unread on the floor, waiting for the world to still. The slow unraveling begins, paper thin the light becomes, in the sanctuary of dust, to the rhythm of the drums. Haze is drifting through the room, distance in the decibels, falling into soft focus now, where the present finally dwells. Every rhythm of the rain is a story I have known. In the breathing of the blue, I am finally home alone. I am finally home After the last train passes by, a blue light in the quiet of the sky. Silence breaks the spell. The rainy Tuesday ends, static on the windowsill. Let the healing begin. Let the healing begin. Drip on the metallic frame, cold steel remembers your name. Shadows stretch on the gray asphalt, nature found a rhythm in this vault. Water tracing lines on the window pane, washing out the static and the strain. Hollow echoes in the concrete hall, listening to the silver waterfall, glisten in the urban streetlight beam, finding peace inside a rhythmic dream. Peace inside a rhythmic dream. Industrial design and a natural beat, cold architecture in the city heat. Rain on metal, a repetitive sound. Calm is the only rhythm that's found. Echoes bounce off the iron gate. Everything else can simply wait. Hollow echoes in the concrete hall, listening to the silver waterfall, glisten in the urban streetlight beam, find tracing the edge of a ceramic rim, where the steam settles into the wood. The amber light is getting dim, just like I thought it would. Faded ink on a yellowed page, a sentence found in the afternoon. The world is turning in a paper cage, tucked away in this quiet room. And the sediment pools at the bottom of the glass, watching the rainy shadows pass, binding the hours with a gentle thread. Words remain where the day has fled. Coffee rings on a borrowed shelf, finding a corner for myself. Margins crowded with forgotten thoughts, softly brushing against the spine. The narrative twists and the sunlight caught in a long and fragile line. Everything slows to a steady hum, the scent of parchment and roasted heat, waiting for the quiet to come and the heavy rain on the street. And the sediment pools at the bottom of the glass, watching the rainy shadows pass, binding the hours with a gentle thread. Words remain where the day has fled. Coffee rings on a borrowed shelf, finding a corner for myself. Stray marks on a map I've never seen, lost in the weave of the cloth and gold. The space between what we know and mean, a story that stays untold. Steel hum against the dark, sliding past the shuttered stores. The glass is a map of static, flickering along the floor. Empty rows in yellow light, tracing geometry in the cold. Watching the ghost of the city unfold. Midnight transit in the vein, motion carved in silver rain. Everything blurs into a hum, waiting for the quiet to come. Holding the glass against my palm, finding the center of the calm. Reflections overlap the street, a stranger shape in the pain. We carry our weight in silence, divided by the window's grain. The distance between the stations is a space I choose to keep, while the world outside is turning in its sleep. Midnight transit in the vein, ocean carved in silver rain. Everything blurs into a hum, waiting for the quiet to come. Holding the glass against my calm, finding the center of the calm. Terminal lights in the distance, drowning in the blue-wash haze. The architecture of arrival is a dream that fades. Edges fraying into gold, the sharp geometry of the day dulling down to something quiet. Everything I was holding slipping through the seams. The periphery is blurring into a wash of unmade dreams. Here in the sanctuary, where the light forgets its name, a hazy lens on the window, filtering out the frame, softening the collision of the hours as they run. I'm carving out the center before the day is done. Margins growing wider now, distance is a gentle weight, breathing in the slow expansion, leaving it all to the state of grace. No static on the signal, just the hum of the quiet bloom, safe inside the radius of this amber-colored room. Here in the sanctuary, where the light forgets its name, a hazy lens on the window, filtering out the frame, softening the collision of the hours as they run. I'm carving out the center before the day is done. Isn't sight anymore, it's the patience of the drift, watching the blur become the baseline, catching the upward lift. The curtain is a translucent veil, holding the dawn in its woven teeth. A pale yellow bleeding through the hem, tracing the dust motes in the wake of the night. Everything looks different in the residue of the dark, slowly receding from the corners. Paper thin light on the unmade bed. The silence is heavy with the things unsaid. Wait for the weight of the morning to settle before the shadow pulls the pedal softly. It finds the hollow space, mapping the geography of this place. The glass doesn't hold the chill anymore, just the memory of a rainy street. I am watching the day become distinct, losing the edges of the dream I kept in the palm of my hand. It's evaporating like mist on a window that refuses to clear. Paper thin light on the unmade bed. The silence is heavy with the things unsaid. Wait for the weight of the morning to settle before the shadow pulls the pedal softly. It finds the hollow space, mapping the geography of this place. It takes so little to break this spell, a shift in the angle, adrift in the air. But I am staying here in the thinning of the dark. Yellow bulbs bleed into the dark, a fractured sword of light, walking through the puddles where the day gives up the fight. Figures passing by, the pain distorted in the glass, like ink upon a wet page, watching the minutes pass. Streetlight ghosts in the amber haze, dancing in the city's maze, caught between the here and gone, waiting for the quiet dawn. Everything is thin and cold, a story that we never told. Silhouettes against the wall, flickering and slow, tracing patterns in the brick where the river used to flow. I am looking at the void through a layer of silver dew. Every shadow is a version of someone I once knew. Streetlight ghosts in the amber haze, dancing in the city's maze, caught between the here and gone, waiting for the never told. Refraction is a liar, it paints the dark in gold, but the silence is the only thing that we can ever hold. The lights fade out, the street is empty now, just the rain and the ghosts, just the ghosts. Drafting the blueprints in the dark, drawing lines where the shadows fall. The corners are holding up the weight of a room built against the wall. Not a prison, but a structural choice to frame the silence and let it breathe. A foundation laid in the quiet pulse of the things that I finally leave. This is the architecture of solitude, the hollow spaces where I reside. No scaffolding holding up the mood, just the slow turning of the tide, constructing peace in the floorboard grain. A cathedral made of the window pane, and I am the tenant, the roof and the beam, living inside of my own design dream. Margins measured in millimeter drift, the soft partition of a closing door. It takes a steady hand to set the shift between what I was and what I'm looking for. The hallway narrows to a point of light, an entry made of the amber glow. I'm checking the load-bearing beams of night and letting the rafters go. This is the architecture of solitude, the hollow spaces where I reside. No scaffolding holding up the mood, just the slow turning of the tide, constructing peace in the floorboard grain. A cathedral made of the window pane, and I am the tenant, the roof and the beam, living inside of my own design dream. Solid, the plaster dry, the blueprint fades in the morning sky. I've built the walls, I've set the floor. Now I'm not waiting for the door. Tape hiss, distant rain, warm coarse electric tone. The orange glow of the dial flickering against the wall, a low-frequency comfort catching the dust as it falls. I trace the frayed edges of the day, smoothing out the crease in the air. There is a friction in the quiet that that settles everywhere. It's a warmth that leans into the bone, a slow repair in the amber light, watching the shadows let go of the stone, softening the edge of the night. There is a remedy in the hum, a pulse that holds the spirit still, drinking the silence until it is done, and the heart can finally fill. The surface is worn, but it holds a map of the places I've been, unfolding the hours like linen to let the evening begin. The static is a gentle wash, cleansing the sharp and the cold. Everything fragile is steady, everything heavy is gold. It's a warmth that leans into the bone, a slow repair in the amber light, watching the shadows let go of the stone, softening the edge of the night. There is a remedy in the hum, a pulse that holds the spirit still, drinking the silence until it is done, and the heart can finally fill. Just the steady thrum of the current and the flickering of the flame. The amber glow of a table lamp against the window where the glass is damp, ink on paper and the coffee's cold, stories waiting for the light to hold, unread pages, a world in wait, folding back the hands of fate. Stillness in the room, a quiet grace moving through the time and space. No hurry now to turn the leaf, finding comfort in the brief. A million words I haven't seen in the silent space between. Unread pages, a world in wait, folding back the hands of fate. Stillness in the room, a quiet grace moving through the time and space. The harbor keeps its secrets well tonight. Secrets well tonight. Yellow lamps struggle through the gray and white. Dark water reflects a stillness I can feel. A stillness I can feel. Steel railings wet beneath a ghostly sheen. Mist is clinging to the things that might have been. And it's a long way back from where I started, in the harbor where the fog is heavy-hearted. But the tide is shifting, even in the blur, finding a version of myself that's cleaner. Finding a version of myself that's cleaner. Distant ships are ghosts without a name. Everything is different, nothing is the same. I'm waiting for the clearing in the sky, to see the distance with a clearer eye. And it's a long way back from where I started, in the harbor where the fog is heavy-hearted. But the tide is shifting, even in the blur, finding a version of myself that's cleaner. Finding a version of myself that's cleaner. The grit of the mesh is holding the gray, a trellis for moisture to climb in the night. Thoughts loop in a frequency, trying to stay just out of the reach of the morning's light. There's a hum in the frame that I can't quite name, a background vibration that isn't the rain. It's the static on the windowsill, turning the world into paper and blur, watching the chaos beginning to still. Whatever was frayed is beginning to stir. If I can listen to the sound of the gap, I might find the map. I might find the map. Patterns of water are writing the dark, decoding the pressure of all that I keep. The signal is faint, leaving a spark where the subconscious is falling to sleep. I'm tracing the fuzz with the tips of my thumbs, waiting for the quiet, waiting for the hums. Signal lost, signal gained. It's the beauty of the things that remain. between the channels, between the days. I'm finding my way through the violet haze. Just the static, the window is clear. The morning is here. The afternoon is long and thin, a sliver of the light against the wall. I watch the shadows pull their skin across the plaster where the minutes fall. The clocks are stuttering in the hall, a slow and rhythmic drag of sound. I'm listening to the silent sprawl without a single thing to ground. And the shadows are shifting, slow Tuesday, folding the edges of the day away. I'm anchored in the drift of gray, where the clockwork loses all its say. Just a slow Tuesday, let it remain, a soft distortion on the window pane. The coffee cup is cold and still, a relic of the early hour. I'm watching how the room can fill with nothing but the quiet power of hours turning into dust, a gentle weight upon the floor. I'm trading in the iron trust for silence waiting at the door. And the shadows are shifting, slow Tuesday, folding the edges of the day away. I'm anchored in the drift of gray, where the clockwork loses all its say. Just a slow Tuesday, let it remain, a soft distortion on the window pane. The sun is leaning to the west, a heavy, tired sort of rest. It's not an end, it's not a start, just the beating of a quiet heart. Slow Tuesday, let the shadows stay, just the gray, just the gray. The threshold is quiet, the air holds its weight. No echoes of visitors, no turning of gate, just the hum of the city, a distance so kind, leaving the fray of the day far behind. I sit in the center, the theater of one, watching the traces of evening undone. No of being alone. I am the curator of all that I keep, the secrets, the questions, the promises deep. The room is a mirror, it holds back no shame. I don't need to answer to anyone's name. There's grace in the corners and the dust on the sill, the courage it takes just to sit and be still. I'm reclaiming the hours, the light and the gloom, filling the hollows inside of this room. It's the comfort of being alone, a kingdom of silence, a house made of bone. The pressure is lifting, the edges go wide. There's no need for armor, no need for the hide, just the breath in the dark and the space I can own. The comfort of being alone. Being the world is a fever, a rush to be found, but I'm staying anchored to this piece of the ground. The walls are a boundary, a holy retreat, where the soul and the stillness finally meet. The clouds are thinning out to white, the edges of the gray are gone, a golden thread upon the light, the quiet breaking of the dawn. No heavy drum, no rush of feet, just steam rising from the street. The air is holding on to cold, the story that the shadows told. Morning silence in the room, the ending of the rainy bloom. I watch the color fill the pain and wash away the night of rain. Everything is still and new in the waking of the blue. Is turning in the glow, everything is moving slow. I take a breath and let it stay, the beginning of the day. The light returns, the night is done.